All right. What happened? Oh, I think I moved the chair over. What's up, everybody? I tried to do a good job of starting the stream on time today, so hopefully I did. Let's pop out the chat here. So I see that Teresa's here. So sorry to put you on the spot, Teresa, but you're the only person I trust with this. It's not dark enough yet to lock up the chicken coop, so I need somebody to remind me, and you always seem like you're on top of that. And the other thing, Teresa, I didn't ask you first, but I made you a chat room moderator. So I've had a little bit of a problem lately with trolls lately, and so I just feel like we've been kind of flying by the seat of our pants over here and not having any kind of chat room moderation. And yeah, so I deputized you, and if you really don't want to do it, let me know, and I'll let somebody else do it. So there's like three dots next to everybody's anything anybody says, and there's like a little drop down menu. But just only if somebody comes in here to cause trouble, then please get rid of them. Otherwise, try to be a little bit hands off if you don't mind there. What else? So for anybody, I got a few things to talk about first. So for anybody that has already watched the video that got uploaded earlier today, or well, whether you're going to watch it or not. So at the end of the video, I kind of announced a little no big deal giveaway, and my intention was to put it at the end of the video. Teresa, how about in like 30 minutes? Thank you very much, by the way. And also, by the way, I'm using your mug tonight. What was I saying? So my intention was I put that giveaway thing at the end of that video because I wanted it to be for people who were like, whatever this means, like real fans of the show, and who would still be around at the end of a video. But the thing is, like, I didn't really realize at the time that that video was going to be 90 minutes long, and I don't think that it's reasonable of me to expect anybody to watch the video for 90 minutes. So all of that is just to say that whether you haven't watched the video, weren't planning on watching the video, or just don't have 90 minutes to spare to watch the entire thing, please just skip to the end, if nothing else, like the last 5 minutes or something, because I talked about a giveaway that I was going to do. And I know that whenever we do these giveaways, the international people always kind of get hosed. And so this time, I really don't know how much it's going to cost to ship one of these books internationally, but I'll worry about that. So this giveaway is open to everybody, and if I have to pay a bunch of money to send something overseas, then that's kind of my problem to worry about. And speaking of giveaways, sorry, I wasn't totally ready tonight. I guess where is this? Yeah. All right. So some of you might remember this. Kind of a long time ago. Well, not really. Last September. That's not that long ago. Adam from Goshen, Kentucky, who I don't know if Adam was here last week. I don't know if he's here tonight, but Adam sent me a copy of NHL 94 for the Sega CD, which unfortunately I already have, and so I mentioned then that at an appropriate time, I would give this away. And I can't think of a more appropriate time than during a Sega CD live stream. This one I am going to have to say is only for people that are here in the U.S. because I think because of the shape of it and everything, I don't think I can really ship this one overseas cheaply or safely. So if anybody wants to be in the running for this copy of NHL 94 for the Sega CD, full disclosure, the case is not in very good shape, but the game's complete. And how's the CD look? CD's good. So yeah, if you want NHL 94, the Sega CD version is, in my opinion, the best version of the game. It's got like the real organ music. But as I said in my NHL 94 video, I could swear that they tweaked the gameplay because I think this version of the game, plays a little bit better. So if anybody wants to be put on the list from which a random name will be chosen. You can send in an email and just say something like NHL 94 giveaway, because then people who want the other things, they're putting guide giveaway in the email. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of the house cleaning procedures. So what else? So as everybody knows, well, not everybody, but as most of you, I think, probably know, what was holding up the show with doing a Sega CD, I can get a little bit closer, a Sega CD live stream. Hey, Retro Dad's here. What's up, man? What was holding up doing the Sega CD live stream was that I wanted to get the CD unit recapped, meaning have all the capacitors replaced, which I'd been meaning to do for a while, both the Genesis and the Sega CD, just because to me the video signal coming out of this Genesis, the RGB signal, seemed like it was kind of getting a little bit dim. The Genesis should have a very bright RGB picture, and this one seemed, like I said, to be getting a little bit dim, and so I figured, well, it probably needs a recap. And then I just started, seeing scuttlebutt on Twitter about, the capacitors in the Sega CD, especially these Model 1 Sega CDs, starting to leak, and that can severely damage your system, because whatever that stuff is, the liquid that's in capacitors, is corrosive. So, and this is something we talked about in a live stream about, who do you send this kind of stuff to? Because, if you go on the forums, you'll find usually, plenty of people who are willing to do that kind of work. But, unfortunately, a lot of them are very much amateurs and therefore do amateurish work. And, like me. I mean, I have a soldering iron. I solder. I repair some of my own stuff or mod my own consoles, but that doesn't mean that I'm doing professional quality work, which I assure you I'm not. And so it's good to know, like, somebody good that you can send this stuff to. And it seemed that sort of like the consensus was that I should send these systems off to this guy, Chris. I mean, if his name's Chris, he's got to be good, right? But and his business is called Mobius Strip Technologies. And so about 2.5 weeks ago, or, well, I guess now 3 weeks ago, I packaged up the Genesis and Sega CD here and sent it off to Mobius Strip, and I just got it back the other day. Friday, I got it back Friday, and I mean, I'll warn anybody, it's really not cheap to have this done. But I just wanted to go over quickly what he did. I do want to say beforehand, I did not get any kind of promotional consideration from Chris at all. What I paid to have this done is what you would have paid to have this done. So everything I'm saying, I'm not saying because I'm like somehow being paid or something. But so I just want to let people know this is what he charges and this is what he does, so that now you will know if you need to have something like this done. So just for replacing all the capacitors in the system, it's $60 for each. So it was $60 for the Genesis, $60 for the Sega CD. That's a lot of money. He sent me a bunch of pictures. There are a lot of capacitors in these systems. Like, it's no joke. And that was really one of the main reasons that I knew I wasn't going to do it myself, is that, if I have to replace 20 capacitors, that's 20 opportunities to screw it up. And, I figure, when I have a plumber or an electrician or a contractor come out to my house, the going rate is $60 an hour. And I seriously doubt that Chris at Mobius is able to completely recap a system in only 1 hour. And if he can, then he's, even more highly skilled than I thought. So I'm just saying it's a time-consuming process that takes skill. And so, $60. And with the Sega CD, though, I paid him, well, he charged me $100 because on top of doing the recap, he aligns the laser It checks it to make sure that it's working properly, aligns it, and he replaced the drive belt, which he sent me pictures of my old belt and my new belt, and the old belt was very loose. It's much bigger than the new one when they're both off. And he puts a new drive gear in there, and I think that's it. But so, like when I sent this off to him, when the disc tray would come out or in, I could kind of hear a rattling. Like it worked, but I mean the whole system worked. But I felt like it was kind of rattling going in and out, and now it sounds smooth as butter and it moves great. And at least in my opinion, the picture has gotten brighter. Oh, hey, Mobius is here. Thank you. That's an important one. He also, so a Sega CD has a battery in it because it has internal game save memory. So much like a cartridge, it has a CR2032 battery in it, but it's soldered to the board the same way it is with cartridges. And so he also takes the battery out and then puts in a 2032 button battery holder and solders that onto the board. And so that way when you in another 20 years or something, when this battery goes dead, I can open this thing up and pull out the old battery and put in a new one. So yeah. But like I said, all that being said, I think the system turned out very well, and like I said, I did not get any kind of deal from him. And if he had offered me one, I would have politely declined because I just want to pay what everybody pays and be able to just have an honest opinion. I definitely plan on sending more work his way in the future. So that's all I got to say about that, I guess. So now I guess we can just kind of get into the Sega CD here. So I don't know how many of you have gotten to play with a Sega CD before. So I don't know if you guys want to see what the interface looks like and see what the CD player looks like even. And like we could play so I have, well, I'm going to take the camera and just I'll show you guys what we've got going on here tonight. Oops, sorry. This cord needs to be longer. So anyway, so here's the Sega CD set up, and I got some games over here, and I have all of the CDs that originally came with the system. So like I have Soul Feast here, and I have this 2-disc set, the Sega Genesis Classics with these 4 games on it. And sorry about my thumbnail. And Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. And then this is another 2-disc set that one of it is CDG songs. So that's songs that there's accompanying graphics to go along with the music. And then on the other side, that's just a regular audio CD. So we don't need to check that out. But yeah, I also brought down a Sega Power Cut CD that we could pop in. I'm gonna put the camera back now. And I made a pile of games. Like I have sort of what I was calling the definitely we're gonna play them games, and some maybes, and then some games that I really don't want to play. So just because I don't, not necessarily because they're not good games, but maybe just because they're not good for streaming. One thing I wanted to do real quick is let me just scroll up in the chat here real quick. People are asking about Night Trap, and no, I don't have Night Trap. Sorry, I don't have it. I could burn it, I guess, but I do have some burned games here. I mean, just full disclosure, like I don't really care about that kind of stuff. D Forte, thank you. I'll just tell you, since you're right there, that I do plan on doing more DOS games. And in fact, after last week's live stream, I spent some time trying to get Syndicate to work to my satisfaction on my computer. I just can't get the sound to sound right. So my choices are either to pop out the ultrasound and put in a Sound Blaster, or just play it using DOSBox, which is probably what I'll end up doing. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down in the chat. Yeah, another thing I'll say that really kind of drove up the price of having this work done with Mobius is just the shipping. Just because I'm in California and he's in the Midwest, I think Ohio. So it ended up, I paid like $80 in shipping. So if you're closer to him, then it will be cheaper. Okay, so all right, so I don't really have time to read the entire chat because a lot of it flew by while I was talking. So if anybody has a question or something they want me to see, like, please feel free to re-ask it. So real quick, I'm gonna let's go through some of the games because that way you guys have a chance to see what I have and decide what you want to see. So the 3 games I definitely wanted to play are Final Fight CD. Somebody requested Robo Aleste or Robo Aleste, whichever one. I wanted to check that one out. And Android Assault. And then in the maybe pile, which when I say maybe, I mean it's just like if you guys think we should play them, we'll play them. I've got Sylpheed, which I'm not a big fan of Sylpheed, but somebody actually did mention that on Twitter. I have the Terminator, which is a pretty cool side-scrolling action game. I have Wolfchild, which is, again, like, kind of a neat game. Side-scrolling action game. Wonder Dog, which is, kind of an alright, more cartoony platform game. Jaguar XJ220, if someone wants to play a driving game. And then I got some Burned games here. We got Kyo. Well, I don't need to show these to you. These are all Burned. KO or Kyo or however, Flying Squadron, The Adventures of Spider-Man versus the Kingpin, Batman Returns, Mickey Mania, Sonic Megamix, these are the people who made Sonic Mania as far as I know. And then I'm not going to pull out all the games that are still in their boxes, so I'm just going to say it. I got Prince of Persia, Pitfall the Mine Adventure, NHL 94, which I think we should play, Echo the Dolphin, which, Sonic CD, ESPN Sunday Night Football, I'd rather not play that one. Popful Mail, which I don't, that's a great game, but I don't think that's a good pop it in, pop it out kind of game. Rise of the Dragon, which I don't really know a whole lot about. Wing Commander, which again I don't think is maybe good for a pop it in, pop it out kind of game. And Soul Star, which is a pretty cool rail shooter. And then I have those games that came with the system that I mentioned. So anyway, hey Larry G, recent subscriber, welcome to the channel. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch the view. I've already got the Sega CD on, as you can see. This is what the screen, this is like the BIOS screen or whatever when you turn on your system. And so the way these Sega CDs work is if you turn on your Genesis with no cartridge plugged in, then that turns on the Sega CD. Or if you had like a Sega CD RAM backup card, then same thing. And if you have an EverDrive, you can load one of the Sega CD BIOS files as a ROM, and that will also activate the Sega CD. And it allows you to use different BIOSes, including European or Japanese BIOSes. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys want to do first. Like I said, if you want, we can check out a CDG thing real quick, just to see what that looks like and what the CD drive. Let's just do that real fast. I think it would be cool because if you bought one of these back when it came out, like in the very early '90s, it was very likely that that this would be your first CD player. It certainly would have been mine anyway. And somebody asked, "Does reset really open the CD tray?" Yeah, and like when I first got this Sega CD, I didn't really understand how to use it. So you have to hit the reset button, and it does reset, and then now the CD tray just opened. And then you put in your CD, and then to close it, you hit the start button. Or I think I think you can push on the CD tray to close it, but I don't recommend doing that. Because if you push it a little bit too hard, then you can get into some trouble. So, so this is what the CD interface looks like, and so you can like start playing a song, and let's go to a good one. I think 11 was a good one.
It is useless to resist us.
Maybe, actually, I don't know what that is. But anyway, you can click on CDG over here, and then now these graphics kind of pop up in the background, and then you just push B to get rid of the CD interface, and these graphics pop up on the screen, which really isn't, you know, well, this is not a good example. Like if you watched my TurboGrafx 16 in 1989 video, I showed that Jimi Hendrix song, which had much cooler graphics. And this is that Information Society song. Sorry, as you guys know, or some of you know, I have a cold, so that's why I have the tea. But this has like some pretty bizarre graphics. So like if we go, I don't know how many tracks. Oh, there's 15 tracks. So hey, damn it. So like here, this is that Jimi Hendrix song, which I forgot the name of because I'm unprepared tonight. But like this has cooler graphics. But anyway, we're not here to. Is it not playing? I don't know. Did I push something wrong here? Oh, I did. Is it 14? Like we're not here to listen to music or any of that. I just thought it would be cool to show you guys this. Oh, here, this is it. Because you know you can go to like the CD, you know, your local music store, and look for CDs that are CDG enabled. Yeah, manic depression. Thank you. And there really aren't that many of them. And somebody has a website talking about CDG music, and they have a whole list of all of the CDs that came out that were CDG enabled, and it's really not that many. And most of them were, at least for me, CDs that I wasn't interested in. The only one that I saw that I really thought would be cool was a Talking Heads CD. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get to playing a game, which should be infinitely more fun. Oh, Derek's here. Is the hockey game's already over? I mean, that's good. I'm glad you're here, Derek. I figured it would be longer before you were available. So I mean, I don't really want to lead off with a sports game just because I feel like most people are probably not going to be as super into that. But I forgot what was even in the yes pile here. I mean, I don't know which one of these games would be like. Let's play Android Assault. How about that? 9 minutes until chicken time. All right. Well, let's play the first game, and then when that's over, before I switch to the second game, I'll go lock up the chickens. Although, to be honest, I could probably do it right now, but I feel like I've kept you guys waiting now for quite some time. I've been streaming for 25 minutes, and we haven't even played a game yet. Although, I mean, is that really why, you know, we're here to hang out, so. Okay, so we're putting in Android Assault. Tasty wants to know, what do I think of the F1 livery reveals so far? The Williams one, I'm a little bit disappointed in. But it's cool they got a new title sponsor. Renault looks pretty cool. And then I really like the Haas livery. That was revealed last week, but I really like that black look. It reminds me of the old Shadow F1 team. That one looks pretty cool. So, all right. I don't know. Do we want to watch the intro here? Did Classic Game Room say Android Assault was a hidden gem? I don't really know.
Zeus equipped its symbolic machine Guzan Jiao and other armies with a living fighting computer geosystem. They then started to attack the Earth's United Nations on the planet Jupiter.
Turn it up a little bit.
Initially, the Earth's United Nations put all its power to fight in defense, but was defeated by the powerful Geo system. To stop the invasion, the Earth's United Nations equipped its variable fighter Baryon with its own Geo system and fought back.
I'm gonna hook up an arcade stick since we're playing a shooter. I turned up the sound just because I wanted you guys to get to check out the intro. Because this is one of the strengths of the Sega CD, right? The CD quality sound. Well, that was getting a little bit monotonous, so that's enough of that. Yeah, sorry, that was really loud. I turned it down. Sorry, I turned it up more than I meant to. Alright, so start. It's loading. So I don't. Maybe somebody else can tell me. I don't really know the history with this game. The graphics so far really remind me of like a Lightning Force game. But I mean, I don't. Does this game have anything to do with that, or maybe not? This is, hopefully the. It seems like I think I got the audio level back to a good place. I don't like this weapon. Can I change? I don't think so. Well, let's try to pick up a new one. I don't care for this. Wish it was scrolling a little bit faster. But... Oh, whoops. Oh wow! Did somebody say this game is? Oh, see, I like that one. This game's $100. Wow. I'm gonna be really honest and say I picked this game up at a thrift store. Mind you, a long time ago. But oh, I can just hold the button down. Well, that's and when I saw it at the thrift store, I'd never heard of it, but it's not that often that you find Sega CD games at a thrift store, so there's not too many things I wouldn't pick up. In fact, if it had a nice case, there's nothing I wouldn't pick up, because, oh man, any Sega CD game with a good case is worth picking up, even if it's only because you change out the case. Although, I noticed somebody in the comment, or in the chat box rather, saying that they bought replacement cases. What happened? They bought replacement cases for Sega CD games. Is Limited Run Games finally selling the replacement cases? I haven't really been staying abreast of that whole situation, so. Uh-oh. Boss battle, perhaps? Alright, somebody else is saying $90. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame, but, I mean... For some reason, shooters are really expensive. I don't know if they just had lower print runs or something, or if it's just that they've got, like, a tighter group of people that are really into collecting them. Do I have a... Whoa! Do I not have like a super weapon? Guess not. That would be nice. It's getting kind of boring. I mean, this guy should just die already. Uh-oh. But yeah, I mean, somebody pointed out like the Sega CD is definitely not a cheap system to collect for, or whatever you want to say, to game on. But of course, you can. Gosh dang it! Of course, you can just burn games for the Sega CD without having to install a mod chip or anything. And if you have an EverDrive, like I said, you can load BIOS files from other regions. And, you know, you may find that the Japanese version of a game is cheaper. Like, I don't know if perhaps you can get the Japanese version of this game cheaper. But if so, that would help. So, stage clear. All right, let me pause the game once it starts up here. And I'll catch up with the chat. Come on, bro. There we go. All right. Someone's asking, is this an RGB? Yes. Hey, Troy, what's up, man? Snatcher, I don't have Snatcher. I wish I did. I kind of missed out. I should have bought Snatcher when it was a $300 game. I don't even know what it is now. Creative says there's somebody else making replacement Sega CD cases. I didn't know that. If so, that's cool. Oh, here we have another mic from Edinburgh, Texas. CGQ Plus is turning into the land of the mics, which is fine with me. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know, maybe Teresa's right. Maybe I should go lock up the chickens real quick. Well, it can wait a few minutes. I'd rather, like, if we put a game in and then it has a cool intro, then you guys can watch the intro, you know, while I'm off locking up the chicken. So it'll be fine. Wow, look at that parallax scrolling. Oh. I don't know, is that guy invincible or do I just suck? Seriously? Right into the wall. Jerry, thank you. Extra 16 bits. That's cute. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I hate this weapon. Oh, he blew his arms off. Wow. All right, there he goes. Mini boss, I guess. You know, it's cool that it switches from horizontal to vertically scrolling, but it would be kind of nice if your ship turned 90 degrees at the same time. But what are you gonna do? This is a Japanese. I'm not trying to make excuses, I guess, but you know, this is a Japanese stick that I'm using, and so it's real touchy. Like I prefer something with a stronger spring in it. All right, now I guess maybe we're gonna go back again. Ooh, look at that. Alright, so it looks like if you don't shoot, you automatically charge your weapon, and then you can do that. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know about that. Oh, look at, oh, this guy's about to... Alright, maybe not. I didn't see that guy coming. So I keep running into the walls. How embarrassing. Somebody says Buffalo Wild Wings is overrated. I've never been there, so I don't have an opinion. Oh, I hit the wall again. That's game over. Yeah. All right. So that was enough of that. We got a lot of games to play. So I'm going to switch the controllers back, and then I think we can go ahead and load up some NHL 94, if that's okay with everybody. And then I'll go ahead and go lock up the chicken coop. Get in there. All right. Hit the reset button, which will automatically kick out our disc. See, this one's even got the piece of foam, which keeps your manual from getting all warped. Where are you? There we go. Because I remember that this version of NHL 94 has a cool full motion video intro. So I make sure the volume's good before I leave.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's loading. All right, I'll be right back. Sorry, I didn't make it back by the time the intro was done. Hopefully that was at least somewhat entertaining. Sorry, I just gotta put my slippers back on. Okay. Did I miss anything in the chat? No, I think we're good. Okay. So I plugged the regular controller back in. I'm just trying to make sure I drink enough tea because, I recorded that whatever video that got uploaded, today. I recorded that yesterday, and by the time it was over, my throat was killing me. But, unless I'm dying in bed, I don't really want to skip a live stream, so I don't feel that horrible. All right. We'll be the home team here. Well, Team 2 is the home team, right? So I'm going to be the Dallas Stars, or I'm going to play with them. I don't know if I'm going to be in them or not. Just for Derek and Teresa here. And we'll have Winnipeg there. Goalie's always on automatic control because I don't want to have to deal with that. And I like having line changes on. I turn the penalties on. Okay.
Hi, I'm Ron Barr for EA Sports.
Shane, what's up, dude? Well, you missed Android Assault and me talking for like 25 minutes before I even started playing the game. So, no Red Wings. Look, I'm just trying to, not be super selfish. Oh.
They're a quick, speedy team with lots of scoring potential. The Jets are improving every season and could challenge for a division championship this year. Speed, mobility, and finesse are the keys to the Jets' style of play.
Anyway, it's just kind of cool that it has Ron Barr's voice. Thank you, DeForte, for the cough drop money. I appreciate it. I wouldn't mind a cough drop right now. I always forget I got some Fisherman's Friends upstairs, but I always forget I have those. All right, so I'm Winnipeg, so that's not what I intended, but that's fine with me. Audio is still a little bit too... But yeah, so like you can hear, or hopefully you can hear, if I didn't turn it down too much, that this has real organ music and real crowd noises, and I think you could hear the drums in there too. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. So we're on the power play. I thought we were going to be on the penalty kill because it felt like the ref blew the whistle while I was carrying the puck. So, but I guess not. Stupid offsides. Oh, Teemu Selanne out for the game. That's not good for us. Ooh, but now it's going to be 5-on-3. Stupid Mark Tenorti. Guy looks like Frankenstein. Anybody? Somebody want to grab that? Ryan, that was NHLPA 93. All right, so we were unable to score on a 5-on-3 power play. That's kind of sad, but as I think we saw the last time I played NHL 94, I'm not very good at this game. So, for what? Oh, good. That's 2 penalties for Mark Tenorti for anybody keeping track. Freaking bruiser. Now we're going to have 4-on-4. In Mallrats, it was NHL All-Star Hockey for the Sega Saturn, I believe. It was in Chasing Amy that Jason Lee's character was playing one of the NHL games on the Genesis. Seriously, man? Oh, get out of the zone. I don't know, Vinny. Are you sure about that? I could swear they were playing Saturn. Really? Couldn't turn the corner there. Oh. Oh, crap. Really? All right, I don't know. Was that an exciting period? I don't know. Wish I hadn't lost Teemu Solani. I feel like he'd be a difference maker here. But what are you gonna do? Dude, see that guy just go running into the zone? Come on, man. I mean, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can't have, in this game, I think it's either all penalties are on or all penalties are off. And you can't have, because I like having penalties on because it's cool to have, power plays, but, you know, the AI in this game is too stupid to stay on sides. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What's up, Teresa? Guys. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were trying to bring my attention to something. Bring something to my attention. Did you miss Snatcher? No, we're not going to play Snatcher tonight. That's another example of a game where I think if we're going to play Snatcher, it should just get its own live stream. You know, I'd rather like pop in Snatcher and just say we're just going to see how far we could get in the game over the course of one stream. Really? What? Go forehand to backhand on the rush, and then try to go to the middle of the ice. The goalie will commit, and you can go backhand. I'll try. Get off me. Man. Was my dad a hockey fan? Not at all. Oh, come on. Grab that? Not really? Alright. Alright, third period. I don't know, I just wanted to play as two different teams. I don't know. I mean, I don't have to always be the Red Wings, you know? Really? Take it. That was beautiful. Am I the only one that wants to see a replay? I don't think so. Where's the freaking replay? Oh, instant. slow-mo. Look at this. Look. Boom! Alright, anyway. What, does he dance around it and not touch it? Oh my gosh. It's like we need to play some strong D here. That is not playing strong D. All right, here we go. Thanks. I haven't tried Spider-Man on the PS4, but ouch. Everybody says it's good. Oh no! My PS4 is not even hooked up, so it's sitting over there. But I mean, now I've got this computer, so I guess, I mean, do I really need to set up my PS4? I don't know. It'd be cool to stream with it sometimes, I guess. Oh, speaking of that, I guess I already felt like I had talked too much. What are you doing? At the beginning, so I didn't want to waste anybody else's time, but just to talk about something that's coming up on a stream probably in 2 weeks. I'm guessing. I've got somebody is sending me, not to keep, but just to borrow, I guess loaning with the option to buy. Yeah. A Mister. The FPGA console, and we can check that out. I'm pretty excited about checking that out. I don't know much about these Misters, but they're FPGA based, which I think is really going to be the future of retro gaming, which I've said many times already. So I've been kind of watching the whole thing with interest, but I just don't know a lot about them and didn't really feel like I had the time to learn. But yeah, so this guy is sending me a already set up Mister thing. He's a subscriber of the channel, like he's a legit channel viewer, but he also has his own website where he sells Mister accessories, and I guess now he's starting to sell like full Mister setups. And he offered to lend me one to do a review of, but as I've said, I don't really want to do reviews anymore. And so I just into the bench. And so I just basically told him that I wouldn't review it, but that if he wanted, I would check it out on a live stream, just because that way we can all just check it out together, and that way I'm not really doing a formal review. And so yeah, so we're gonna do that. For what? Interference, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go grab that. Jesus. Oh, come on. Again with the offsides. Oh, see if D4, I probably already missed him, but see a D4 day, in case you're not gone yet. Thanks for stopping by. Do I have Road Avenger on Sega CD? Yeah, but I think that game kind of sucks, so I mean, I don't really want to play that game. So I can already tell you what's going to happen here, at least in my opinion, is this game's going to go to overtime, and then we're going to lose in overtime. Yeah, no, just dance around the puck. Nobody touch it. The AI is just so bad. Yeah, no, run into the defenseman when he's trying to bring the puck out. That's a good idea. Yeah, everybody walk away from the puck. Crazy. All right, so yeah, so now we're gonna go into overtime, and Dallas is probably gonna score pretty quickly. I've seen this movie before. Yep, offsides already. It's like watching Pee Wee hockey, isn't it? You know, it's like 5-year-olds just skating around the ice, you know, with a finger in their nose. Yeah. Come on! Stop playing with it. Wouldn't it happen to the Red Wings? I wouldn't say that. Really? All right. Finger in their nose. I don't know where you thought I was going with that, but I can guess. Go ahead. Yep, offsides again. Too busy waving to mom up in the stands. Anybody want to... There we go. See, nobody thinks like, oh, maybe I should get myself into position in case he wants to pass me the puck for a one-timer. Oh. Stupid Thomas Steen. I curse your name. Like, what kind of referee calls penalties in overtime anyway? Quality shot right there. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Get off of me. Somebody get that. All right. Sorry for what, Derek? I don't know what's going on. Kerry Fraser. That guy with the hair. Did Kerry Fraser ever have a single strand of hair on his head out of place? You know, that was, of course, before referees had to wear helmets. Oh, no. Oh. That was a big mass of humanity. Nope, just, yeah, no, let it go. It's fine. Yep, penalty shot. Mike Madonna. I like Mike Madonna. I can't get mad. I can't watch. Dude, how many chances does he get? Wow. For Mike Madonna's sake, I hope he's not watching tonight's live stream. I can't do anything. Wow. Willa Ford, the musician, right? Wasn't she on an episode of Herman's Head? Willa Ford? Am I thinking of the wrong? I'm thinking of Lita Ford. Who's Willa Ford? Come on! Willa Ford is a musician. Is Lita Ford also a musician? Yeah, somebody else knows about Herman's Head. That was a great show. Back when Fox was cool. Ah, 1-1 tie. Oh, well. At least I didn't embarrass myself this time. All right. Anyway. I want to be bad. I guess I don't know who Willa Ford is then. Never mind. His hair was a helmet. Yeah, maybe it would be. You think I'd be a fun guy to go to a Red Wings game with? You know, I don't know. The problem is I go to like sports events and like I want to heckle. You know, like that's fun. But there's kids. Like I really wish that like hockey teams should have like adults only night, where I mean you can just make with whatever kind of vulgarities you want to. That'd be pretty fun. But they don't do that, so. Although I guess the truly great hecklers don't have to resort to vulgarity. But I never claimed to be a truly great heckler, so. Let me put this game back. And then, I don't know, so the only other game that I had that was, you know, in the definitely pile was Robo Aleste or Robo Aleste or whatever you want to say. So, I guess we could pop that one in unless there's somebody else have she's after your time. Yeah, that's actually very possible. I've been using that phrase a lot, that things are after my time. I'm not gonna bother putting the arcade stick back because I don't feel like that was really helping me out that much. So Crosby gave a guy stick for outstanding heckling. Yeah, I saw that. That was really cool. You know, it goes without saying, like, I hate Sidney Crosby, but it's very hard to hate Sidney Crosby. Like, he really seems like a good guy. If it wasn't for all of the flopping on the ice and crying and acting like a baby all the time, because he really is an awesome hockey player, and like I said, seems like a really cool dude as well.
is set back in time, about 500 years. In this period,
Shane, if you think I'm going to put on some kind of Robo Aleste clinic, you are about to be very disappointed.
Trying to expand his reign.
No Kyo Flying Squadron? No, I mean, we can play Kyo Flying Squadron.
Everywhere. Onin's battle in 1467 triggered a ruleless world where the hierarchy of power meant nothing. Anarchy was the only thing which could be...
Teresa, that's not very, it's not very ladylike to say.
The arrival of a foreign ship, cast ashore by a storm on the distant southern island, influenced the war greatly. A mechanized armored soldier. Technology given by foreigners along with firearms enabled Japanese craftsmen to build an 8-meter-tall humanoid robot. Powered by a steam engine. This machine was so powerful that each robot could stand against 300 cavaliers.
Sorry, I'm listening to the story.
The airship was another invention brought by Westerners. It was no wonder that the highly sophisticated weapons spread throughout the country in no time.
Yep, Space Megaforce.
Countries which could not keep up with the rapid change lost their power and were absorbed in the powerful stream. In the year 1556, the names of the 8 strongest warlords who had survived this chaotic time were Nobunaga Oda, Shingen Takeda, Kenshin Uesugi, Motonari Mori, Do-san Saito, Motochika Chosokabe, Takahisa Shimazu, Yoshimoto Imagawa. Especially Oda of the Owari district was expanding his power rapidly throughout the country because of his demonic talents.
I'm not gonna lie, this is getting kind of boring.
1556, Oda's ally Do-san Saito,
And I kind of agree with
his son Yoshitatsu. And the
JL Draw. This is starting to remind me of a History Channel show back when the History Channel showed shows about history. I don't know why whenever I see all those Japanese names coming, it just reminds me. I don't know why it made me laugh, but one time Bithead was talking about like some of the music in some of these Japanese games and like how he doesn't know all the names of all these Japanese composers, and like his example name was Yumazuro Yamamoto. I don't know why that made me laugh because it's really not even that funny, but I guess that's what he thinks is like a stereotypical Japanese name, Yumazuro Yamamoto. Cool soundtrack. See, you can change your speed, so that's nice. How, though? Oh, here we go. Oh. They got pinned in the corner there. I don't like this weapon that much. Like, in theory, homing weapons are cool, but... Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, I'm going to turn it up. It seems a little bit too quiet, but not much. There. You guys let me know if that's better. By the way, I'm playing claw style. Oh, that's what I get for showing the claw. Forgot what the green one was. Still don't know. Dang it. I'm pulling a Shane over here. By the way, is Shane still here? I'm still waiting for those muscles. We can trade. I'll send you some In-N-Out Burger. Please don't send me muscles. I'm joking. Oh, I got killed by garbage. Continue? Continue? Is there really no continues? There has to be. Wow, no continues. It's in the options menu here. Oh, you can look at the all the, you can play all the musical tracks there, sound, level. I don't want to say that stuff. All right, we'll play one more game. I'm really surprised there's no continues. That's crazy. Larry G says the volume's perfect, so cool. Muscles, the old toy figures. No, but I don't have any of those, but I would like to get some. The problem is I go on eBay thinking like, oh, I'll pick up some muscles, right? But then I can't decide which ones I want, you know, because I remember so many of them from when I was a kid. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. Shane is in Prince Edward Island. In it or on it. Both, I guess. And, you know, they're, of course, famous for their muscles. PEI muscles. But that being said, I would like to get a couple of muscle men. When I was a kid, I think I've told this one before, but when I was a kid, Jonathan took a muscle man and put it in his microwave and actually got it to turn all bubbly and whatnot, which I was never able to replicate, but I mean, he showed it to me, like it was all messed up. I don't know what kind of like super nuclear powered microwave Jonathan had, but like I said, I could never, you suck. I could never get the same thing to happen in my microwave. I don't know if you guys remember, I had a bunch of the colored muscle men. Like originally, the muscle men were just like you know beige or whatever, peach colored. And then later they started coming out with like all different colored muscle guys, like blue ones and green ones and yellow ones and whatnot. And I think maybe they didn't go over that well because where I got all those was in like I think I got it in like the predecessor to Big Lots. For anybody that knows what Big Lots is, because we used to shop there a lot when I was a kid. And so I had a bunch of those. Like they kind of looked a little bit ridiculous, being like all like multicolored and whatnot. But they were still fun to play with. I used to have like wrestling tournaments with those guys. A button does nothing apparently. Shoots. A and B shoot, and C changes your speed. Oh, I don't want to die. I feel very underpowered, just because everybody takes multiple shots to kill, which is something I don't really care for in shooters, because it really makes all the bad guys pile up on the screen. Okay, cool. Mobius left. Well, I'm glad you were here. That was cool, Mobius. And again, if you guys need work done on your systems, consider using Mobius. And so I'm going to scroll up here a little bit. Someone says, I love the band Garbage. Me too, man. They're awesome. I actually play, I have their greatest hit CD that I play in my car pretty often. Oh, I like Anne Boleyn a lot. Is Anne Boleyn a porn star? That sounds like a porn star name to me. If you collect the capsule things at the start, you power up pretty fast. Well, maybe that's what I need. CGQ hates the phrase "my dude." I mean, if somebody else wants to say it, then whatever. I don't want to say Stop changing weapons. Stick with one color. All right, let's try it. Maybe that is... Do you power up your weapon if you only pick up the same one again? Let's do that then. I just want to play one more. I'm kind of having fun with this game, even though I suck at it. Let's try... bring out the arcade stick again. I should have brought down... I should have brought down a 6-button controller. I don't really like the D-pad on the original Genesis controller, which, by the way, I don't know if anybody cares or wants to know. I know I showed this on the show one time. This is this Real Arcade version 7 stick, which was originally made for the Sega Saturn. That's why the V... Is that V7 or VF? Looks like an F, like from Fender guitars. Oh, it's VF. Excuse me. It was originally made for playing Virtua Fighter on the Sega Saturn, but I got this as a Secret Santa gift, and the person that gave it to me like rewired it and whatnot for the Genesis. I don't like that one. Like, how do you know what color weapon you have, like, now? Like, I'd rather just, power up this one. Too slow. Oh, I shot that guy's torso off. That. Oh, really? All right, that's enough of that. I find these games very frustrating. Garbage's first album is a masterpiece from start to finish. Heck yeah, it is. All right, hold on. Larry's got some tips. Anne Berlin is a band. All right, well, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, Larry G says, if you hold down the button, you can charge up your weapon and let it go for a cool effect. The A button. Okay. All right. Let's try one more time then. Larry already said that. Yeah, but things are flying by quickly. Oh, you start with no power up. Okay, see, I didn't know that. Get the blue power up, you're saying. All right. So is the B button, is that like turbo and the A button is not? Is that what's going on? Or is it... do not want. Alright, things are getting a little bit better. Of course, I say that now, I'm probably going to eat it, but... Dang it. There are entirely too many people on the screen. Boss battle, I think. That temple's not looking so hot. It froze the controls while those pods were coming down. That's kind of crappy. No, I don't want to. Stupid thing. Well, at least we got to the level 1 boss, so I could definitely see getting into that game, trying to get better at it. Maybe learning the controls would help. So yeah, all right. So what else we got going on here? Yako's out. Later, Yako. What's going on with Teresa? You all right? What's up, Vampire? Oh yeah, Final Fight. Yeah. We'll do Final Fight and it's 7, so I got like an hour. So we'll do Final Fight and Terminator. I'm not good at either of those games, so you can have fun watching me play those. But as long as I've already got the arcade stick hooked up, let's play Final Fight, and then we'll throw Terminator back on. I don't have Earthworms yet, unfortunately. Hey, I can press a button to make you guys watch an ad. I'm not going to. Don't worry. I don't ever really look at this whole stream. I don't know what it's called. Stream command. You know, the freaking stream whatever thing dashboard. I guess.
Metro City, a well-known crime capital, has been ruled by violence.
Yeah, you know, 135 people watching. If I play an ad, I'll be raking in the dough.
A fact which the newly
Sarcasm.
elected mayor and former
Oh, wow, this has a cool
Speedfighter
intro.
Mike Hager plans to change. At the center of the problem is the huge gang known as Mad Gear. Mad Gear controls all of the major criminal activity in the city. When they learned of Hager's plans, they took immediate action to bring this new mayor under their control. Sometime in 1992.
Hello, Mike Hager here.
Hee, Mr. Hager. So pleased to make your acquaintance. I believe you know who I am. Don't hang up. We have a little business proposition for you. Your daughter for your cooperation. And we'll throw in the regular monthly bonus to your salary we offered before.
What? What happened to Jessica? Who is this?
Not so fast, Mike. Turn on your TV.
You son of a... What have you done to her?
Nothing yet, but we'd enjoy the opportunity. Listen to reason, man. Why make your job difficult? Just let us do as we please, like the mayor before you did.
All right, wow. That was pretty cool.
Guy, Jessica was kidnapped.
Jessica?
Oh, wait, there's more.
My sweetheart since childhood.
The Mad Gear must pay. She's my friend too. Count me in.
All right, there we go. Hello. Maybe it's not compatible with this stick somehow. That's strange. I don't know what kind of PCB is in this stick though, so maybe it's a 6 button or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So we gotta put this back in. Teresa was asking what happens if you have YouTube Premium and I hit play ad. I don't know what would happen. I don't know what you would get shown instead. Maybe you would just have to see my face. I don't. That seems unpleasant. We don't want to mess with any of that stuff. I always like looking at the options menu. I'm just curious what's going on in there. So I don't know what time attack is. That sounds pretty neat too. Anyway, I'm always Guy, but let's be Hager. Forgot how hot that was. Just trying to get my bearings here. Have we've never done like an arcade live stream, right? Like I actually have the arcade board of this game. That would be fun. One of the things I thought it would be cool to start doing, which was not my idea, one of you guys suggested it, but for hardware that I can't really capture using capture hardware, just point a camera at the screen, which I can get it set up properly so that it won't look too bad. Somebody said I should do that with my arcade machine back there, but I also thought it would be fun to do with the Tandy 1000. Oh, Fire Rescue's here. Hey, what's up, man? As JL Draw says there, make sure you watch today's video, because I showed everybody the cool poster he sent. Well, I mean, Eric, I have a super gun. I mean, so it's not like I can't. Like, we could stream Arcade Board the normal way, but somebody at one point just thought it would be cool if I just sort of pointed the camera at the arcade machine. So I don't know. I was just thinking about that, like, you know, again with the Tandy 1000, but it's just like depending on how you set up the camera, it would, you know, sort of give you the same perspective as if, like, you know, like one of you guys was like here with me, like sitting next to me. I thought that might be cool. Maybe that's stupid. I don't really know. Pretty sweet music, though. Well, we got him. All right. Michael. So I have like I'm playing the game on a PVM. I mean, I've said this before, I guess. So some of you are just going to hear it for the 10th time, but. Like I have the output of my consoles going into a PVM, and then PVMs have inputs and outputs on the back, so I have the output going to an upscaler, and that's what's going into the capture stuff. So like I've got like a really low latency capture device, so like I could just play it in the capture window, but I just kind of don't want to do that. So I prefer to have the PVMs. This game is definitely harder than Streets of Rage. What? Don't drop the pipe. Why would you drop the pipe? I never understood that in games like this. Like Hager knows that he's going to go in here and fight more guys, but he's like, I better not take this pipe with me. I mean, because the same thing happens in Streets of Rage, right? You know, like, Axel's like, okay, I'm going to head into this bar. So I'm sure I'll have no use while I'm in there for this gigantic, heavy, deadly lead pipe. Sorry, my throat's starting to bother me. Hold on, I want to check something out here real quick. This game seems like it's running in different resolution than the rest of them were. Maybe not. It seems like it looks like crap either way. That's weird. Well, whatever. I tried. Hey, look, it's Axel. Don't worry, we'll continue. I'll still be Hager, though. Oh, they started me off back here? You suck. What, somebody's got an Amdeck monitor? Those are good. I think Amdeck used to make composite monitors back in the old days with like old computers. Back when a computer monitor was just a composite video monitor. Like I think if I remember correctly, I think V Westlife, the YouTube guy, I think he has an Amdeck. Just die. That gives you 3 barrels. Wow. What's going on with your TV there, Creative? My RGB monitor is JVC. Those are good, too. Well, I mean, does anybody actually make, like, a bad RGB monitor? I've never heard of that. I mean, because there's also Olympuses, but I think those are just rebadged Sonys here. I don't know why. I feel like the video just looks a little bit weird on the capture screen. I guess none of you guys are complaining. It almost looks like I'm playing in composite or something. The other games I thought looked a lot better, but I wonder if this game runs at some kind of weird resolution or something. Pile driver, wow. Nope, drop the knife, because you don't need that where you're going. Larry, yeah, that's what it is, yeah. It's like my super gun just outputs... well, I was going to say it outputs 15 kilohertz RGB, but that's what an arcade board outputs. But, you know, it allows you to just hook regular joysticks up to it and whatnot. I always forget the best way to kill that guy. Tandy computer monitor is not necessarily VGA. Depends. I've got a Tandy monitor right over to my side over here. That's a CGA monitor. Forgot, what do I have to do here? I gotta go back here. Oh well, I'm not gonna get the points, who cares? Hurry. Ah! Close one. Oh, damn it. I thought we were moving on to the next scene. Ooh, he snuck one in there. I thought that was a cool thing. Probably looks boring, but it's highly effective, so we're gonna keep doing that. Suck it. Am I out of tea? You guys better hope not. Ooh. Still hot. That's a good thermos. What's up, Nick? Welcome, welcome. This guy. I feel like this was this boss battle was as far as I got when I covered this game on the Super Nintendo in 1991. I think it was footage from this was like the last thing I showed. One more credit? Yep. Your local Kmart was the first place you saw a Neo Geo cabinet? Wow, that's cool if they had that there. 7-Eleven was the first place I saw it. Oh, wow. Brian Scanlon, what's your dream car? I don't know, I have a lot of dream cars. Like dream car, like I'm filthy rich dream car is probably like a Porsche 918, maybe. Maybe a Ferrari. Not a real big fan of Lamborghinis. I saw that there's a new rumor that Porsche's coming out with a touring version of the Cayman GTS. I was a little bit interested in that. Seriously? Stupid flames. Yeah, the GTS is a cool car, but I don't like flashy cars. You know, like I don't want a car with a big spoiler hanging off of it. You know, like Like a 911 GT3 is a cool car, but it's got that big stupid spoiler on it. So like I would rather have the GT3 Touring, because it's not like I'm taking the car to the track, so I don't really need the spoiler. You know, it's for looks, and it's looks that I don't really want. So. All right, Larry. Well, thanks for hanging out, man. Hopefully, we'll see you again. These flames really suck. Hopefully, that's over. I will take some food, please. There we go. Oh, steak too. You butthole. That guy's name is Bread? I wonder if they meant Brad. What's up, Anthony? You're late. Your dream car's a Duesenberg? That would be very cool. But, I mean, would you really drive it, though? I mean, that'd be a cool car to own if you had, like, some, like, Jay Leno-style warehouse that you keep your stuff in. But when I talk about dream car, I talk about something that I would still use as a daily driver. We are about to get game. Unless somebody peels me off a turkey here. That's it. Game over. All right, Derek, man. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, no more credits, so we can't play anymore. All right, so some peeps were waiting for Terminator. So we'll check that one out, and then I'm pretty sure Terminator has a cool intro. That's American Sign Language for intro, you know that. It's funny, like all day at work I say stuff like that to people, and everybody, really? Like I must have a really trustworthy demeanor, because I will say the most outlandish things, and people just believe it. I don't get it. To me, it's like clearly BS. All right, Emery. Thanks for stopping by, and I saw you join the channel, so thanks for that, too. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit so we can watch the intro together. Being careful of Teresa's ears. Kind of a disappointing intro so far. I know the intro's over, but that's just cool music. All right. Hold on. What did someone just say? Reed's Bud, are you the oldest in the room at 49? No, you definitely have me beat. Oh man, cereal for dinner sounds delicious. Not messing with any of that stuff. Start game, that's going to be too loud. Is Prize Fighter on the list? No, I don't have that one. Sorry, hold on here. I'm just trying to get all my stuff. So that's better. All right, someone let me know if this is that a little bit too loud? So I'll give a little shout out here to GameSack. Because I think that is the first place I ever saw this game, I think, was when it was featured on an episode of GameStop. I don't remember. That is way too loud. I don't remember the context. Like maybe it was licensed games, or maybe it was games on the Sega CD. I don't remember. But I remember Joe speaking positively about the game. So. I guess you can't shoot that? I don't know. I keep hitting the button, but you just hold it down. Oh, I guess I didn't need that. Is there a reason to go this way? Don't waste grenades, damn it. Ooh, I'll go down there. There's some one-uppage over there. What do I have to do there? Oh, that piece of floor looked a little bit different. So I was wondering if that's how you get up there. I feel like if I drop down there, I am going to die, so I'm not going to risk it. How the heck do I get out of here? Oh, just walk out. Okay. We got a 1-up, so that's helpful. Now I don't know where I'm going here. Getting sloppy. See that? There was some slowdown. Ah. Oh man, I gotta start. Hold on, grab that. Start the last checkpoint. Dude. Really? Bro. Get it together. Shoot him in the feet. Cool. All right. Running animation reminds me of Jurassic Park 2, yeah. Someone's putting their kids to bed. Right now I need a snowmobile. Man, a snowmobile sounds like so much fun. I kind of agree with you, Eric. I mean, the music is good, but I don't know how well I think it really fits the mood of this game. Only movie where Arnold was the bad guy? No, he played Mr. Freeze, right? In one of the Batman movies. Brian feels like I would be a good dungeon master. I bet I would. Ah, Keel's leaving. Alright, well later, man. Oh, fire rescue has to go on a call. Well, that's, you know, good. Go be a hero, man. Are you talking about the band rush? If so, they're awesome. Oh, sorry. Oh man, look at that foreground. That's awesome. Who doesn't like skulls? Can't go that way. supposed to go? I already went this way. Can't go that way. We're lost already. Can't go that way. Where the heck am I supposed to go? That's the beginning. I don't get it, dude. So I was trying to see if anybody had any pointers for me here, because I don't understand where I'm supposed to go. I feel like everything is blocked off. Can't go in there. Yeah, no, I tried. It didn't do anything. Now I'm gonna run out of grenades. Oh, there we go. Look, that's what you gotta do. I figured it out. Ah, what a waste of a grenade. Shoot that guy right in his freaking forehead. Oh, that's not very nice at all. We can't really avoid this jet fighter. Keep hitting the wrong button. So I'm freaking out. That was cool. Aside from getting a little bit lost, that seemed a little bit easier than the first level. Wow, is there really 150 people here? If so, that's pretty good. God, that FMV looks so bad. Wow. Don't mess with those guys. I'm not saying this game's not fun, but you have to admit it's a little bit repetitive. Didn't we come from that way? Where'd that guy come from? Now where am I supposed to go? I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired of this game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I kind of wanted to pop in Spider-Man real fast, just because a couple people were saying that one was pretty good. So yeah. All right, so last game of the night here is going to be just a little bit of The Adventures of Spider-Man versus the Kingpin. We'll play this for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And then we got to wrap it up because it's already been well over 2 hours, and I'm out of tea and my throat hurts. So it's cold down here. I'm just full of complaints. I'm not complaining. You guys know I love doing this, but I really am getting tired. So. I don't know. That's what I wrote on the disc. Is that not what it is? Unless is this the wrong game? It just says The Adventures of Spider-Man versus the Kingpin, but it's a burned disc. So I mean that's what I wrote on it. That's exactly right, Bitbarn.
These are the New York offices of the Daily Bugle, where young Peter Parker is employed as a freelance photographer. Peter's work on this large daily newspaper has brought him into...
You've seen Rush 8 times? That's awesome.
Characters that roam the streets.
All right, I don't want to watch the cutscene here. Wait, is this just the Genesis game all over again? Butthole. Oh, you can't punch him. That sucks. Yeah, this game looks awfully familiar. Where's the freaking... You have to go in one of the windows, right? That's how it is in the Genesis game. Where's the freaking window? Or is this just not the same game? What do I gotta do here? Oh, there we go. That's what I gotta do. No, it's completely different than Genesis 1. Okay, that's cool.
That nice young man in the long underwear saved my purse and all my money.
Good work, Spider-Man. It's a good thing you came along when you did. You're the best friend this city ever had. I'm just glad you're on our side.
Don't you forget it.
Officer. Happy to be of help.
Young man, I don't know what I would have done without you, but you really shouldn't run around in public dressed like that.
Yeah, Elton John just came here a few weeks ago. I didn't go see him, but one of my coworkers did, and she said it was a great show. I also just saw Depeche Mode recently. For the first time, though, not the 12th. Alright, come on. Well, what do I gotta do here? Nobody warned me this was going to be complicated. Somebody... Josh, what am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, I'm just going to go somewhere then. Where's the gallery? Who cares? Select the stages that are... Okay. What? I thought I was like a friend to the public. What's this guy's beef? I'm not doing well. I want an AK-47. Dude, get off me. This is a train wreck of a game. I think it's a train wreck of gameplay. I think this is more of a user error situation. Continue or end game? I'll continue once, but I don't. This seems like a game where I should have played it beforehand if I was going to play it, just to kind of figure it out. Cutscenes are cool. I don't like the noise this disc is making in the drive. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, what is that guy? Try a different level. Yeah, don't worry about it, Teresa. Sometimes it's hard to know, you know, but oh, we gotta go this way. You have to kick them. Dude, this bat needs to go. Keep pushing the wrong buttons. Was it like Aquaman? Are the bats just invincible, or... Oh, there we go. I don't know, man. I gotta say, Josh, I'm not really sharing your love for this game so far. I understand that I'm sucking at it, but I'm not sure how great I think it is. Now we gotta get out of the sludge here. This is pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. I think that's enough for tonight. Like I said, I'm kind of getting a headache and my throat hurts. So switch it back there. And I don't know. Anybody got anything you want to talk about for a few minutes? Yeah, no. The soundtrack was good. And like I said, maybe if I had more time to spend with the game, I would like it. It's hard. I think that seems like a hard game to pick up and play for the first time on a live stream. So yeah. So anyway, just to reiterate what's coming up on upcoming streams. I want to play Syndicate still, but I'm probably just going to play it on DOSBox. Just because, I mean, the emulation's pretty much perfect. So, oh no, Vinny. I'm sorry. The emulation's really good in DOSBox, so I'm probably just going to play Syndicate that way. And then, like I said, I'm getting that Mr. thing sent into the show, so we're going to check that out as well. Pops, do you remember in the early 90s they used to release those graphical demos that were part of a competition like Future Crew? Yeah, we checked a couple of those out last week on the MS-DOS stream. I think we started the stream with one, and then we ended the stream with one. Is there a delay between my voice and the... There's like a quarter of a second delay. Huh. You again. I don't know. I'll work on that, I guess. Sorry about the delay. Ever since I started trying to get this camera working in HD, and it seems like it just angers it. So I'll try to get that fixed for next time. There's always a delay for you? That's not cool. The sound in the camera should be synced up. So, yeah. So anyway, so that's what's coming up on the next couple of streams. I really wanted to do like the Syndicate stream like on a Saturday afternoon or something, because that's like that's the kind of game that I would burn a Saturday afternoon playing when I was a kid, like Syndicate or Dune 2. Dune 2, not Doom 2. Well, Doom 2 as well. Thanks, Vincent. Yeah, we got two Vinnies. Two Vinnies and like 4 mics. And yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It wasn't too bad, I don't think. We'll definitely play some more Sega CD again. It'd be fun to play some of the games where maybe we'll just spend the whole stream playing a single game, you know, like Popful Mail or, I don't know, something else, Snatcher. And let's do a Saturday stream. I'd love to. I'm kind of waiting, like, you know, maybe, you know, my wife will leave for, you know, an afternoon on a Saturday or something, and I can run down here and do some streaming. Other than that, I like to leave my weekends free for her. So, so yeah, I think that's going to, that'll do it for tonight's stream. And have I thought about a Discord channel? You know, it'd be one more thing that I have to keep track of. And, you know, I have the Facebook group, which I know is not a substitute for a Discord channel, but the Facebook group is actually pretty active. So, you know, that's a cool place to hang out, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so that's about it. I don't know when the next episode of Flashback will be up, but, you know, you got the video I just put up today as a substitute, I guess. And, yeah, so that'll do it. And thanks so much to all you guys for hanging out for the last 2.5 hours. And I'll see you guys again next week, next Tuesday, if not sooner. So everybody, have a good night.